Plus, powered by Allstate Protection Plans, is there to make you good again, quick and easy. HSN Protection Plus offers a standard plan to cover your purchases from breakdowns during normal use, as well as mechanical or electrical failures. You can also add the Accident Plan Plus to cover accidental damage for portable electronics like tablets or headphones. Plans are available for a wide variety of products, including electronics, small appliances, fitness equipment, furniture, mattresses, jewelry, and lawn and garden items. All plans cover parts and labor with no deductibles or hidden fees. Allstate's award-winning service team will get you back up and running fast by repairing, replacing, or reimbursing you for your damaged item up to the purchase price. Adding HSN Protection Plus powered by Allstate Protection Plans to your purchases is easy. You can do it online at checkout or ask your customer care rep while making a purchase over the phone.
Well, our very best value of the day, iRobot. Boy, oh boy, I said if there's a Mother's Day gift to give or receive, you are going to be the all-time favorite because we are talking saving you hours and hours and hours of cleaning and vacuuming. This is the most genius idea ever, and that came out I don't even know how many years ago. I had one of the originals. I still haven't upgraded it through the years. It is a dream come true. If you don't have a cordless iRobot vacuum, you have never been watching at a better time than today. This is the most advanced. This is the best price that we found in comparison in the marketplace, with all the bells and whistles of all the upgrades, the fact that you never even have to worry about emptying it out and auto clean and all these things. It's like, it's the smartest, most genius idea ever. So with that being said, normally it's $399. Today, and only today, $199.99. We have this available with 5 flex payments. You can get it home for over $40. I'm telling you, if it seems too good to be true, try it. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. They also back up their product. Rebecca Wood is joining us. She brings us the most amazing ideas for around the home. Could there be anything better, my friend?
People laugh at me at how passionate I am about this because I've only had mine for 3 years. Same one too. Yeah. I love that. I've had it for 3 years and it's life-changing. And if you, please go read the reviews. People have the same experience. They watch it and smile. I hear the little jingle and I smile. I have not had to touch my floors. And touch my floors in 3 years. It's taken that chore completely off my list. I've called all of my friends because they're always like, should I get this one? Should I get this one? This is the one to get because it cleans itself. How does it do that? I'm gonna show you right here. Right next to me, we call her Rosie. So we have them all named. You're gonna love the names that we have. This is Rosie, and when you hear this, that means all of the debris from inside the bin is going up into the actual bag. It is going to do that for 60 cleans. So for me, that's 3 to 4 months. That you can go without even thinking of having to vacuum your floors, and it's all of your floors.
So it knows when to go, it knows when to go back, it knows when it's gonna charge, and now it's cleaning itself for you too.
And you wanna hear, this is gonna blow your mind. It also will resume or recharge and resume, so if it notices it has more room to clean, it brings itself back if it's going low on battery, and then it will recharge and then go back to the very,
You're kidding
me. And I followed it, because I was like, no.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, mine doesn't.
I know. Well, let me tell you, okay, 25 years we've been here at HSN. The very first robotic vacuum ever sold in the world was right here on HSN. It's a long history. We have nearly 2,000 patents worldwide. That's why everybody says, I want a Roomba. They don't say I want a robotic vacuum, they say I want a Roomba, and it truly is the magic inside. So you've got that patented 3-stage cleaning system. You've got the best edge sweeping brush in the business that brings all of that debris into that multi-surface rubber bristle, I should say. And you can see it's kind of an integrated brush roll. So it doesn't matter if you have high pile carpet, low pile carpet, wood, tile, linoleum, or cement. It's going to bring all of it in. And Lynn, this unit is going to have up to 59% more suction power than our most popular 600 series. Why is that our most popular? Because that's always been that entry-level price. It's this price but you're getting all of the bells and whistles.
That's unheard of. Anywhere you go. And I want you to do this. I encourage you. Go online right now for the Roombas from iRobot. This is why we're so excited, because we do a lot of, you know, go out and see what the retail. We work one-on-one with iRobot and the Roombas, so we can bring to you truly a today's special like you won't find. So you can do the comparison, but you're gonna see it at $400.
Oh.
Right? So, okay, little guy right now is actually cleaning.
And this is what you're gonna do at home. You're gonna binge watch your favorite show.
Yeah.
You're going to drink the wine and chat with your best friend. I read a book. I joke. I read a book for the first time in 18 years because my daughter turned 18 that year that I got it. And it really was true. It was the first time that because we have 2 dogs and 3 daughters, and I'm not joking when I say they all shed. Yeah. And so there was so much, you know, my dog's white hair all over my dark wood floors that I was vacuuming 2 to 3 times a week. I hate walking in and seeing tumbleweeds of hair. If you're somebody that feels the exact same way, this cleans for me. In fact, I use the app. You don't have to, but I use the app, and it will actually go and schedule my cleans. So mine is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. You could do it every single day of the week if you want any time of day that works for you.
How
You can. So when I say, you don't even have to press the button.
Right.
You go and you schedule it. It will do it automatically, then clean itself. It's literally like having a washing machine that puts the clothes away, a dishwasher that puts the dishes away.
What could be better?
I know.
And listen how quiet this is.
So that's how we actually got the 59% better suction, is we listen to our people. We're always building bigger and better and better and bigger. And we listened to you and you said, oh, it's a little loud, you know, for that baby sleeping, or it's a little loud for my meetings. So we went in there and we closed those air gaps, and that gave us 59% better suction power. And listen, we have 2 going right now.
Yeah, it's whisper quiet.
Whisper quiet.
Wow. So
Can I show you? Because here's the one thing. We're going to walk over here because I think all of the bells and whistles of never having to, you know, to worry about it for months on end, of it cleaning itself, 4 different modes of suction. So if you're ever like, oh, there's just not enough suction power, then guess what? Go into that app. We have eco, low, medium, and high. And you can decide the suction power that you want. But this is what's really gonna make your heart happy. We started this when you and I started talking about 7 minutes ago. Let's see what she was able to get. I say she, but it's equal opportunity cleaning. Here's the other thing. You're never gonna have to do this. Remember, you're not gonna have to do this, but when you want to take a look and it's really satisfying and see what it was able to get.
Oh, wow.
We loaded it up because we wanted to show you the big debris, the little debris. We wanted to show you all the things that could be hidden in there. This is my daughter, Fruity Pebbles. I find Fruity Pebbles in everything. But look at that pet hair. This is why people love it. Go read the reviews. It makes people smile. It gives them their time back. And was it 2 years ago? We had a self-evac for the first time as a TS. It was $150 more, and we sold out in the 1 p.m. hour.
It doesn't surprise me.
And
it didn't have these features.
It didn't have these features. No.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, this is the thing I really want to stress. Wherever it may be, this is $399. This is exactly what you're getting. Oh, it even talks to you, right?
It does. See, it said reinstall the bin, then press clean, because I took the bin out. It told me what it needed. Now I'll just hit it, and you hear that, and it will go and clean now for up to 2 hours.
It's like the most genius mastermind in the world had to come up with something like this, because it will, and we'll explain how it works. It will read your space, and it will know what to do. It's just, I still don't understand it. It's like magic, but leave it to the scientists, right? Absolutely. And then here is that self-cleaner.
Yes.
That's genius.
So this is going to be the high efficiency filter that already comes installed, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's going to get rid of 99.97% of pet dander, allergens, pollen.
Great.
So when we're saying clean, we mean deep clean.
Right.
Even your air is going to be cleaner. And then inside is where you're going to find the bag. The bag is already in there. As you can see, it's housed right here. But even their bag is patented designed. So when it's inside the actual bin, it's open. Now when I go out and I want to pull it out, it closes automatically, so there's no poof of dust, there's no trail of dirt, there's no second mess to clean up. They've even thought, they think about, what do you hate about vacuuming your floors? What do you hate about sweeping your floors.
Right.
And they've answered all of those.
Yeah, emptying that big bag and the dust would go all over the place and you just got done vacuuming and you're coughing, not fun. We have additional bags and we also have a replacement kit that is available for you. I know that's been really popular and I'm going to say it works with most of the units,
it does,
right?
right,
Okay,
right.
so that's good to do. So we'll give you that information, but going back, this is a $400 value that here today, HSN, best price we could find anywhere. What an opportunity to get it home for $40 or even time, maybe it is time to upgrade your Roomba.
Or
this
have one upstairs and one down.
Exactly. So should we talk about how it works and all the goodies?
So actually I'm gonna stop this one because when you hear robot, when you hear technology, when you hear that the people who built this sent things into space, you can probably feel a little overwhelmed and a little worried, like, oh, I might not be able to handle the technology. The really cool thing is that iRobot builds technology that fits both of us. I'm not huge at, there's a reason I don't talk about electronics, because I don't know how it works. They make it so easy. You can simply get the box home, plug it in, and every time you want it to clean, press that button, and you're gonna hear it's gonna go out for 120 minutes, up to 120 minutes, and then send itself back, clean itself, and recharge. Or you can also use the free app, and I did it all by myself. I didn't need my 19-year-old daughter to do it like she usually has to do everything for me. I did it all, you just upload it, and then it walks you through. So you can see I actually just touch the button on that one that says clean. Over here we have Ricky Bobby. So Ricky Bobby, Ricky Bobby, we're gonna tell Ricky Bobby, we can change it so you can see on that one app too, if you do have one or two, maybe you already have one at home, they all work from that same app. We're gonna go to Ricky Bobby and we're gonna put vacuum anywhere. You hear that from across the studio, but I could be across the country, across the world.
I know.
I was on vacation and I had a dog sitter with the dogs and I clean Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't clean.
Right.
Thelma and Louise, I have one upstairs and downstairs. I'm very blessed. And Thelma went out and she vacuumed on up to 2 hours. When I came home that night, perfectly clean floors. I might have had the clothes to wash. I had to go grocery shopping for the next week, but I did not have to vacuum my floors.
How nice. How nice is that? And that's what I said. You want the perfect Mother's Day gift. Don't give me a vacuum. Don't give me a vacuum.
Right. That I have to go and push.
Yeah. Exactly. I want something that's going to do the work for me or for mom or just, you know, where she can have that downtime for her. Right. Or again, for those who are out there thinking, okay, I've seen these in the store. I really don't know how this really works. Am I going to be able to do it? Promise you, it does the work for you. The only thing is if you want to do the app, or you can do that like Rebecca was just mentioning.
You want to.
But this not only does the work for you, like where before you'd have to obviously empty it out, right? Do it. And then if it wasn't fit, it actually even will recharge itself and then go back out.
To the very
That's
edge.
mind-boggling.
And it doesn't map your home. It maps it's clean. So what does that mean? Well, I'm gonna go back to Ricky Bobby so I can show you what we did last hour. So when I see history here, I just hit history. And now I'm gonna go and let's take a look at Ricky Bobby's vacuuming. Let's go up here and check that history. And you're gonna see, hold on, you're gonna see what it was able to do. There we go. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna show you the history. It's much easier than you think. Once I close out of it again, I'm gonna be able to get it and then show you what she was able to clean. But I think it's so important to know that I'm a naysayer. I don't always believe in it, right? And so what I wanna do is I wanna see.
Yeah.
So that green, there you go. Look at that. That's all the area it cleaned.
Wow.
So if you're somebody like, I don't believe it's vacuuming every square inch, as long as there's a 3.3 inch clearance. So under your couch, under your bed, under the buffet table, under those big chairs, under the dining room table, it has a leg follow, so it goes underneath even all of those legs. Every inch that's green. So I love that I can see that. And then I don't have to touch that mess because it's being cleaned up by itself too. So
genius.
And so do you want to hear what that is again? Because this is what happens. I'm getting ready in the morning and I hear the jingle. Then I go and have my coffee and then I hear this right here. I know that is 2 days worth of dog hair, crumbs from dinner. I know that's my daughter's hair, 3 of them with long hair that all shed. I know that's the dirt that we brought in, the salt maybe from all of that, you know, the winter, the mud and the mess. It's gonna pick it all up, all that dried mess, it's gonna pick it all up, and now it's going to put it into the bin, and I don't ever have to see it. I don't ever even have to see it.
So wild. That is so wild. And even on that, when they have, you know, when you do empty it out,
right?
It's even that smart technology where the dust isn't going everywhere. I mean, they truly think of everything. Okay, Rebecca, I'm thinking about this. I'm getting it today. When I get this at home, how do I go? Well, what do I have to do?
Okay,
I mean,
that sounds great.
I want to be a starter on this because it is such easy. It's the easiest thing you've ever done, and everybody says, why didn't I invest in this sooner? It's
They
genius.
call it, I mean, some of the reviews on this particular one said, best invention ever. And it really, truly is. And I think it's, you know, when you're talking about technology, it can be fun, it can be exciting. But the thing about having an iRobot Roomba is it's emotional because it gives you that time back. And that's what I love. And there's no like learning curve. It really isn't. You get it home. It's going to come in a box. You take it out of the box, you decide which room you want it, and it doesn't matter because it's gonna go into all of the different rooms. You don't have to set into each individual room. It's gonna go on that floor. It's gonna go in where, if there's a door open, it goes into that area. You plug it in. That's all you have to do is plug it in. And now I'm gonna go down here to Ricky Bobby to show you if I were to just plug it in and not wanna use the app at all, you never have to. Every time you want it to go and clean for up to 2 hours, you just hit that button right there that says clean. I'm gonna hit that as it goes. The other thing I wanna show you, there's 2 other buttons there. If you get a meeting, a friend comes, or you just wanna send it home, there's a little home button. It has an actual home on it. You hit that, it sends itself home. Then this one you're gonna love as well. I use this a lot. Keebler's my Labradoodle. She's all lab and no doodle, and she sheds. So she goes out and she always sits in one area on the exact same rug. And that's where all of the dirt and the dust goes. So I'll set it there and I'll hit that and it will go out in a spiral just dedicated to that area. So it's cleaning, you're deep cleaning that one spot.
So it knows.
It knows.
It's like the more and more you talk about it, it's like how in the world, like and the surfaces. So, you know, it's not just rugs. You're going from tile to hardwood. And it'll use the bumper technology, right?
It does.
So if it
what you're
bumps
seeing
into
there,
something.
I have white wainscoting.
Yeah.
Never has this ever left a mark because it has that soft touch bumper. In fact, I'll put my hand right here. See, before it even came up to it, once again, when we do that, you're gonna see that it actually has that soft touch.
Yeah.
So it just kisses it, it says something's there, and it's going to move around it. So you don't have to go pre-clean. You don't have to move the dog toys. You don't have to move the dog. It kind of comes up to it, and then it will just back away.
So as long as it's elevated enough, you don't have to move at your chairs or
exactly.
right?
I don't even move my bar stools because if you can see here, what's going out, that's the edge sweeping brush. This actually gets up and under the legs. This is actually going to be called the leg follow, and it goes all the way around it, so it cleans every square inch. Another thing I want to show you, just in case you're like, okay, it's a robot. Can I handle having a robot in my house? Yes. There's never going to be a code that you have to figure out. There's never going to be like, what's wrong with my robot? It talks to you.
Reinstall the bin, then press clean.
You saw, I took the bin out. It wasn't going to go. So now I'm going to reinstall that bin, press clean, and it's going to go and continue to clean.
It's just, it's so smart. Okay, if you are tuning in, we're so excited today because even in all like the research, when I came in, they said, Lynn, please understand, we did all the comparison, the fact that this is 50% off today. Not only that, and please go online, you'll see it's $399 for the upgraded, for the latest and greatest that we're offering to you here at HSN. 5 flex payments, that would be $40 to get it at home. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And it's true what Rebecca said. It is truly life-changing. It is. In the time that you are saving, especially if you have pets, especially if you are that person that is vacuuming every day or 4 times a week, all the time that you're gonna save. And it's actually a healthier way because of the filter and everything else that they provide in here. I say the ultimate Mother's Day gift. There's several of you all. I know, look,
it's returning home, sorry.
Is it full? Because
it's full.
Yes.
It's returning home. And then you're gonna hear it does automatically. It's going to kill, now.
Okay, we're gonna get shut on that. Okay.
It brought itself home and it is cleaning its bin right now.
So it knew.
It knew.
It was time to empty out.
Exactly. And the truth of the matter is we put a lot of sand here and hair because we want you to see everything that it can pick up. That bin holds so much. So it brought itself back to clean. So not only sometimes does it bring itself back because it realizes that it needs to recharge itself, it also will bring itself back just to be able to empty itself to go out and get more.
So you're always getting the
You're
cleanest
always
that
getting
you can
the cleanest
possibly
Yeah, it's not like it's full and it's gonna wait. It always brings itself back. And then when you want to, and I'm gonna do it while we're sitting here, so you can be, one time I did all of my Christmas trees and there was glitter everywhere. After 8 hours of decorating for Christmas, I did not want to get that heavy upright out. I didn't want to go and push it. I wanted to take I had mulled wine. I wanted to watch my Miracle on 34th Street.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to not have to see all of that glitter. So I hit vacuum everywhere. I watched my movie, I drank my wine, and I didn't have to go and clean up the mess.
And that glitter can be tough. That's all really hard to pick up, right?
And it's everywhere. It picks up even the finest debris.
Okay, I know we're still very, very busy, and so a couple of things I want to mention. For our new shoppers out there, and we welcome, people know Roomba, they know iRobot, they know it's HSN, we're bringing to you, it's our best value of the deal. Launches at midnight, and we can honor this price for the full 24 hours or until it sells out. So, if you don't have the HSN app, you can download the HSN app. You can scan that QR scan at the bottom of your screen. You can go on, I encourage you, go to hsn.com and look up iRobot and see all the reviews. And this is our latest and greatest. So we were thrilled to be able to bring this to you just with the option of FlexPay, right? But to have a 50% off savings is just, wow, beyond exciting. And at a price that we have done for our more advanced, right, levels, in the past, because for the suction power and all the upgrades, around $199. Not with all these upgrades.
No. So we always compare it to the E-Series, because the E-Series is the entry level, is what we usually call the entry level. And that's what most people gravitate towards because we can all kind of afford that price point, right? You're getting all of the benefits of that higher price point, but at that entry-level price.
Fantastic.
And so when I called my friends, I literally called them and said, this is the day to do it. Wait until midnight. You've got, 24 hours. And when I tell people it cleans itself, their mind is blown. But remember, this is important to note too. iRobot is a robotics company making a vacuum. It's not a vacuum company trying to make a robot. We send things into outer space. We have nearly 2,000 patents worldwide. That's why when you hear people talk, they say, you never hear, I want a robotic vacuum. They say, I want a Roomba.
Of course.
That's the one
Absolutely.
thing. It's almost like the tissues that we talk about. We all know that one name brand.
Right.
That is it. Here's what we've done too. I'm gonna start this one here.
Okay.
And we've built upon what you've told us you've wanted in time, right? You said, I want it to be quieter. We closed all the air gaps, made it quieter. You said, I have high pile carpet, I need more suction. Well, we gave you levels. There's an eco, low, medium, and high. You said, I don't want it to fall off my landings. 25 years ago when we launched this, it would go and fall off stairs. We added cliff detect sensors. Those cliff detect sensors will allow it to actually sense the drop off and back away. And then we wanted to make sure that you wouldn't get that the tangles of the cords and stuff. So we've added technology there as well to help.
Wow, because I remember, same thing, I'd have to block off all my steps.
Yes.
Right.
It would fall over,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yes, exactly.
This is genius. So did even that.
And I love that they listen to us. The air, sometimes I think a lot of companies say, okay, you're gonna have to put up with the noise to be able to get all of that cleaning power. iRobot never stops, ever.
Yeah.
They're constantly trying to improve and listen to what you and I want. And they read our reviews. I want you to read the reviews. When you hear somebody say, it's the best invention ever, somebody else said, this is the best thing ever, I agree. But the one that got me was the one that said, she'll just sit there and watch it and smile. And you will too. It becomes, I joke, it's my favorite thing in the house, and I have 3 kids.
Right. And yours, you have set that it goes every morning or Monday, Wednesday.
I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Perfect.
But you could do it every single day of the week if you wanted to.
That's so cool.
So one review, and I thought this really spoke to it, the power and the suction. He has a home baking business. And at the end of the day, there's flour, salt, sugar. After 8 hours, he's not gonna wanna clean that, right? So he sets his room up to go and cleans, and he says it gets everything up.
How about that?
I know.
And if it doesn't, well, first off, it's gonna empty itself. And if it, has to go back and it How long is the battery time normally?
Up to 2 hours.
I thought I saw that. I'm like,
up to
really?
2 hours. And remember, battery life's important, right? Because you want it to get the job done faster. But the really great thing about it is it doesn't matter, because when it notices it's getting a little tired, it's gonna send itself back, recharge, but then pick up where it left off if there's room. So it's not like you have to go and continuously hit the button for it to clean.
Or reset.
It's so smart, it knows it.
It's wild. When you said that to me, I was like, really?
I am a naysayer. I was like, there is no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. I don't remember where I left off.
Right, exactly.
And it did. It left off. But the proof is in the pudding. You want the vacuum lines. You're gonna get those vacuum lines because we have clean rows. That means it actually vacuums. In the past, you probably noticed it bouncing back and forth. You'd see it miss something and think, oh, is it gonna get that? Yes, it ultimately always did, but we wanted to give you that peace of mind. You can see it's going in those clean rows. You're gonna get the vacuum lines. Remember, we have those modes of suction. So I actually use mine. I used it the first little bit on high to get everything, but now I have hardwood floors and it's just maintaining, so I keep mine on low. But whatever you have, high pile carpet, you're probably gonna want that high or medium. If you do have all hardwood floors, then you can go on that eco, or you can go on that low. Now, you're never gonna have to do this. I always wanna stress you're never gonna have to do this, but I wanna show you what it picks up. Take a look at that high efficiency filter. That's where it goes, right there. So all of it goes through that first. The air that goes back out is going to be rid of 99.97% of pet dander, allergens, dust mites, all of that. And then you're going to see the hair that it gets, the fine debris. Now, why don't we have that much? Because this has only been running for about 3-4 minutes. Remember, we just watched it go and clean itself.
That's right.
So you can see that once it's clean, that bin is completely clean, and then it will go and clean and get more.
And if it's out, it'll talk to you. If you need to do something, it's going to tell you.
Isn't that fun? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I showed you the bin, so I just want to show you this again, because this is really fun. So if you have it up.
Error 6. See the app for help.
Yes.
That's
it
so
tells you,
great.
okay, you know what? Put me on a flat surface. Let's put it in there.
Reinstall the bin. Then press clean.
Reinstall the bin. I love that. I'm not having to guess.
Oh, it tells you everything.
Everything. And you can use the app. We say that a lot. I think it's important that you know, if you're not an app person, if you don't care about scheduling your clean and you just want to press the button, it says clean there, and that's all you have to do as
And you
well.
don't have to worry about it falling over your steps anymore. You don't have to worry about it. Just, you want to do all clean.
Yep.
It'll go anywhere you want. It has it's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant when you think of it.
For me, it was peace of mind knowing it's not mapping my house. A lot of people don't. Like, there's no cameras on here.
Yes,
It just senses. There's little vibrations, and it can sense, like, where it goes and how large the area is. So it's always just cleaning and mapping your clean.
How wild is that?
Look at, do you see how it's under that couch?
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's under the couch, and yet the beauty is, when it's done, it knows where to go home. It'll start recharging itself, and you said an hour and how long?
2 hours, up to 2 hours.
Whiz.
Up to 2 hours. It depends on the suction mode that you're using. Hear it cleaning itself?
Yeah, oh, yeah?
I know. And you're just gonna smile knowing that it's cleaning for you. You can see it's gonna go under anything that's 3.3 inches. But if we can just come over here again quickly, what I think is so important to point out is that it's gonna give you your time back. I think we can get lost in the technology. We can get lost in the bells and whistles. It's so fun to think of what they've created. Yeah. But really at the heart of it is giving you freedom.
Absolutely.
From having to clean. You know, yesterday is a great example. Worked all day cleaning the house for the Easter celebration, cooked all day long and you know, entertained.
Right.
At the end of the day, the last thing I wanted to do was go and clean up.
Exactly.
So how great is it that yesterday, it wasn't Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, didn't matter. I hit that button and it went and cleaned for me.
All that.
So I might have had dishes. I might have had, you know, to store away the food that I made, but I didn't have to worry about the floors.
I'm waiting for them to come up with all of that for washing and dryers and dishwasher and all of that. But, you know, it's funny. I think about, you know, when we were kids, you watch the Jetsons and, you know, all these things that were, you know, we'll never have that, we'll never see that. I would never in a million years think that there would be an invention of a vacuum that you don't have to do anything. Like anything.
That's why Rosie is the #1 name people choose
Yes,
from the Jetsons.
yeah.
Because it was so futuristic, and now we're like, we have our own Rosie.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
and it's so wild when you think, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna get it home, and you're going to actually forget that you don't have to think about the floors. You'll be like, oh no, I don't have to vacuum. It takes a little while to retrain your mind to not have to worry about vacuuming. It's just, it makes me so happy, and that's why I think I sound passionate, because I know that the time it gave me back, it's life-changing.
Like you said, you're able to read a book. I mean, so many things we take for granted, right?
Yep.
This is our latest and greatest with all these amazing upgrades. So if you're looking and saying, wow, that's kind of what the introductory Roombas are.
Yeah.
This is not an introductory. It is the latest and greatest and does all this stuff. I can't believe it self-cleans. Like, I'm still just,
it's crazy.
My mind is, wow. Okay, couple things we mentioned. I said we had a replacement kit that is available for you that comes with extra filters, also for like the walls, brushes.
So what you're gonna see is you've got that main brush, that's the integrated brush, and then you've got 3 edge sweeping brushes and 3 filters. This is gonna set you up for so long.
Okay.
So long.
And the bag. So it comes with the bag, right?
Yep, comes with the bag. We say it's good for 60 cleanings. For me personally, and I have 2 dogs and 3 daughters, I always joke, we all shed. Mine lasts about 3 to 4 months.
Okay,
that's
each
just
one.
me personally. Yeah.
All right, so that's another set of 3 if you want to go ahead and take advantage of the flex pay that we offer here at HSN. But you know what? So much more yet to get to. I know we're very busy. I'm so excited for you. Oh, or whoever's going to get it.
Right.
Yeah.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
appreciation price deals,
gratitude-filled savings,
and super special surprises.
Join us for the final appreciation celebration weekend of the month this weekend.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Submit your email for when to watch directly at the bottom of an hsn.com product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN.
Spend the day embracing all things stylishly bright and breezy for summer. Don't miss our 24-hour summer style sneak peek event all day Thursday.
Top new and most loved brands, all an appreciation price for the day, Wednesdays, all month long.
I personally want to thank you at home for inviting us each and every day into your home. Our hope is just to add value to your life and bring you solutions to your everyday problems.
Well, we love it when Rebecca Wood is here. She brings us the most innovative ideas for around the home. But truly, I have to say, this is the most innovative. I mean, when you talk about iRobot and Roomba, and we were just chatting, knowing that this partnership at HSN, how many years now? It's been
25, I think.
25 years that we can say this version of the Roomba has never been $199. And then, of course, the flex pay and the 30-day money-back guarantee and all those other wonderful things that we offer here at HSN. But for those just tuning in, we want to recap everything, Rebecca, because they made, and I get it. You said this, and I love that you said this, and I think many of us at home think the same way. Oh, boy, it's a robot. Or, that's way out of my league. They make it so easy. And I want to first and foremost say that. But when you say easy, going back 20 years ago, and the Roomba was always our #1 favorite bestseller, it never cleaned itself. It didn't have the sensors like it does here today. It would charge itself, but then you'd have to go ahead and push it to go back and go finish up what it didn't clean. This is doing everything.
This does everything for you. It cleans itself. In fact, I want you to hear something. It's going to go out and clean, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to also send it home while I'm talking to you to let you know that what you're going to do, you can see it senses, it's going to go home. What it is going to do is go out and clean your floors. I don't care if you have carpet, I don't care if you have tile, cement, whatever. It's going to go and clean for up to 2 hours. using 59% the suction power of our popular 600 series. And you'll hear me say that a lot. And the reason it's so popular is because of the price point of the 600 series. And this is that exact same price point, but you're getting all the bells and whistles, like it taking itself home and cleaning. So what I'm gonna do is set it here, and I want you to hear it. So it's gonna send itself home. Now listen to when there we go, and we're gonna have it, and we're gonna clean it. And it's gonna actually take all of the mess, and it's gonna go up into the actual bin. And what I love about this too is you're gonna have, like I said, your 2 hours of cleaning, but we have 4 modes of suction on this. And those 4 modes of suction are going to be eco, low, medium, high. So at home, I have all hardwood floors, so I go on that low, that's all I need. But if you have high pile carpets, if you have medium pile carpets, that medium or high is great. So if you're ever like, it doesn't have enough suction, you can go on the app, you change the suction, and that's what you're gonna give. It's customizing your clean. We all clean differently, and I love that iRobot knows that, thinks of it, and fix it.
Yeah, and it's so smart. It even
so
talks to you. I mean, going back, right?
Yes, right,
That's
exactly.
the neat thing about it. And for those who are, you know, just tuning in with us, and absolutely, we always say, please do the research, go online, but just take a minute and go to hsn.com and read the reviews.
Right.
And I said this, as the ultimate gift to give to mom for Mother's Day, you still have plenty of time. If that is like, again, there's pets, or you know that mom every single day, and I have a best friend who I've never seen anybody in my life vacuum the way she does. And granted, years ago she had, you know, German Shepherds and dogs, but still to this day, it's like, this has changed her life. But if you know somebody, you just say, oh my goodness, they are gonna appreciate this more than anybody else. There's not a better feeling than giving a gift like that, or having them call you and be like, oh, this is game changing. Like, I'm getting so many other things done that I used to spend all my time vacuuming with. I don't even have to think about it. You can set it where it vacuums your house, like you said, on vacation.
From across the world, you can come home
right.
to clean floors.
How great is that?
I remember, I think it was about 15, 20 years ago, my uncles and my mom all got together, and they had to all chip in to be able to buy one for my grandmother, because it was way more than, I mean,
they were
talking
hundreds.
Right.
Yeah.
This that you're gonna be able to give somebody is not just the gift of time, it's gonna be the gift of the cleanest floors. It literally, I'm a nicer person when things are clean. My daughters always joke, I just am better. I run better. Things, I can feel it on my chest when things are dirty. I love clean. And when you hear the sound, you're gonna know your floors are not only clean, but I don't have to go and clean that bin. That bin is being cleaned right now. All of the mess from the bin is going up into the bag inside. So it takes vacuuming your floors off your chore list for months at a time. And then it will go out and it will continue to clean if it knows it has any area left to clean.
So it senses that.
Yes,
it's that
it senses
smart.
it every time.
And it will recharge itself. And then once it is charged, you have almost 2 hours of cleaning power on here, right?
2 hours, up to 120 minutes. Depends on where you are, that the eco, low, medium, or high. Up to, for my low, I get that 2 hour runtime. And that's important to note, but just remember, my downstairs is very large. And what will happen is it will go out for 2 hours, or if it's full, bring itself back, empty its bin, recharge, and it will pick up right where it left off. So it's not like you have to keep hitting a button for it to go out and clean. It maps its clean, not your home, it maps its clean. What you're seeing there, and I love that shot, you're seeing it follow the different, like the legs. You're seeing it go. The reason you can get a round unit into the corners is that edge sweeping brush. You can see it kind of moving, and it's going in those clean rows. So if you like the vacuum lines, you're going to love this. I need the vacuum lines.
So
it doesn't feel clean to me
I agree.
without it.
I'm with you. And Rebecca, so I don't have to worry, because I think a lot of us have like area rugs or maybe hardwood. So I don't have to lift up the area rug. I don't, nothing.
Nope. In fact, I'll show you why too. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna turn this over and show you these really great wheels that we have. So if you have high transition strips, if you've got any kind of high pile carpet, maybe it's even hard floors to a high pile carpet, they're like little tanks and they work independently of each other, and it just will glide over anything. So yes, you're gonna be able to just set it and forget it and not have to pre-clean, not have to move furniture, not have to move the rugs. It's going to get everywhere.
It just gets better and better, doesn't it? And the fact that it's at today's special price today is like, okay, this is the time.
$199.
$199. for all these advancements.
So 2 years ago, we had a Today Special with an auto evac. It was the first one. So my mind was blown 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was $350, $200 off. So you think about that. So the first one we had was a $550 to clean itself, and we sold out in the 1 p.m. hour.
I'm not surprised.
And now we're getting it at the price point of that entry level. It's honestly mind-blowing.
It is. That's what we can say, guaranteed. It's never been under 100 at this price. At $199
right.
for this particular unit that does so much. Okay, you might be wondering, is it really picking up, right,
That's
Rebecca?
That's
I love that you show this.
Is it really? Because I know when I got mine, I thought there's no way it can clean as well as I clean. And I am telling you, I was right. It cleans better because again, it will resume where I forgot where I left off. It cleans for 2 hours. I've never vacuumed. I'm a clean freak. I've never vacuumed for 2 hours. And it's going to have up to 59% better suction power. So that fine hair, it's gone. You can see, look what we have in here, dust, sand. We've got some fruity pebbles in there. I always like to see, what is this? I have no idea what that is, but it got it. And that's what's gonna happen at your house. You're gonna think, oh, it got the things that I could see, the dirt I could see. It's also getting the dirt you can't see. It's gonna get that sand, maybe the salt from the snow. All of that is going to be gone, and it's gonna go through that high efficiency filter. So not only are your floors gonna look better, your home is gonna be cleaner because it does get rid of 99.97% of,
absolutely,
pollen, dander, dust mites, all the things you don't want in the home.
And it's doing it for you. That's the thing I love. You're not doing a blessed thing.
Nothing.
It's doing all the hard work for you. And the nice thing is that mess that you saw there, you're never gonna see it.
Ever.
Because it self-cleans itself.
Very good point, because I like to show you what it's actually getting inside. You're never gonna have to touch that mess.
Genius.
Because it's gonna bring itself back home, and this is what you're gonna hear, and this means it's cleaning itself.
That's wild.
All of that dirt and debris, all of the dog hair, all of the crumbs from last night's celebration, maybe you're a gardener and you have all of the dirt, it's all going from the bin into the bag inside. And even the bag is special. As I told you before, I love that showing this because that bag is so important. It opens up and you can see it closes. So there's no second mess.
Right.
There's no poof of dust. It's not dragging the dust, when you're going to throw it away. It closes off completely. iRobot's thought of everything.
They did, and you said you get about 60 cleanings out of, right,
yeah,
approximately?
That's what we say, 60 cleanings. I will tell you personally, for me, it takes me about 3 to 4 months to go through the one.
Okay,
In fact, I've had mine I just changed it yesterday for the very first time, and I've had it for at least 4 to 5 months.
And that's okay.
And I clean every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Right, that's 3 times a week, and we do have the extra bags. We do have the replacement kits that are available for you here at HSN with FlexPay, so that's something else to think about. So, okay, we're covering all grounds right now, but for our new shoppers that are just tuning in, this launched last night at midnight. We can honor this price. You will not find it anywhere else at $199. On top of that, 5 flex pays, it'll be $40, right? I don't even know what the shipping is on this, but anyway, it would be shipping and tax and all of that on your first statement. But this is gonna be at your front door in the next few days. And you have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. And I know why, Rebecca, and everybody who talks about this gets excited, because it's about you and your time, and really, it saves a couple hours for many people that you could be doing. Listen, running to the store, you don't have to do anything. It doesn't have to be babysat.
No.
Nothing. You can be there, you don't have to be there. You can do it at work.
And when's the last time you vacuumed under your bed?
Yeah.
I love my bed more than anything. It's a California King. I used to have to get a broom, sweep everything out, and then vacuum because that big heavy upright wouldn't get under there. This goes under. Look it doesn't get tangled in the curtains either.
Yeah.
It really is. We've got 25 years of knowing exactly what you want and need in your house. And these, I don't know what their official titles would be, but these brilliant minds always are consistently making exactly what we need. You're gonna see right here, it does the leg follow. So that's what we mean by leg follow. It literally follows. So I don't have to move my bar stools. That edge sweeping brush gets up and under. So you're not having to move your dining room table, then have it go clean. You're not having to go move your bar stools. It cleans up and under them. It does it in areas that I wouldn't do, because I love cleaning. But sometimes I'm like, okay, it's underneath the couch. I'll do that twice a month.
Right.
This is doing it every single time. And like I said, it actually listens to me better than my child does. She came right here to me when she knew I wanted to. She's done. She sensed, so this is actually from the cleaning over there, the green. You can actually see, it shows you the cleaning. It shows you every square inch. Wherever it's green, that's where it vacuumed. So at home, I can see right where my kitchen island is. I can see right where my entertainment center is. It shows you, and it shows that it's cleaning every single area. And you saw the mess that it gets up, the large debris, the little debris. But I don't ever want you to be afraid of technology, because one of the things that is important to me, I mean, I had, my mom hated apps. She never wanted to deal with that. She still had a flip phone. I mean, she just doesn't want to, you don't need that. If you have a flip phone, that's okay. Get it home, plug it in, turn it on. It's going to still do everything that we're telling you. It's still going to go out and clean for up to 2 hours. It's still going to bring itself back to recharge and clean itself. And then if you do hear, you don't need the app to find out if it needs help. You can see I took the bin out. If you still have that,
Reinstall the bin.
Yeah.
Then press clean.
it tells me I don't have to go look at the app. So yes, that app is great. I love it because I love to be able to schedule my cleans. That's my main reason. But if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Okay, we are very, very busy. I'm so excited for everyone. And as I mentioned, you know, that's the thing. iRobot, they're constantly advancing. And it's like, how can it ever possibly get better? Like, I remember 20 years ago, I was like, now it can self-clean? And can read everything. It's going to do the work for you.
Yes.
That is the beauty. And here at HSN, we love having partnerships up with special brands like iRobot. That's the only way we can do this. Even at $399, again, just that peace of mind knowing that this is vacuuming and it's keeping, if you do have carpets, it's so important to vacuum, right? Because you don't want to get the dust and even the things you can't see pounded into your rugs. That's what, again, will give it more wear and tear. This you can vacuum as much as you want or as little as you want. It's going to do everything for you. So let's get into some more of those details. How does this really work? Like, we're showing you on the steps right now. This never had this before.
No, and 25 years ago, we would tell you this is a great supplemental vacuum to get out between your heavy upright, right? We'd say it's good for the little messes. This is the only vacuum you need in your house. This will vacuum everything up, and better than what you're vacuuming right now. You're seeing all of the mess, the large debris, the small debris. You can have it upstairs and not worry about it going off that cliff, because we have 4 sensors here, detects the cliff, and it will back up. This is also the soft touch bumper, so it senses something's coming up and it will back away so you never have that marring. Listen.
Quiet.
I'm sitting right next to it. I mean, like literally, you could see right next to it. How did we do that? We listened to you, and over the years you were saying, I just wish it was a little quieter. So we went in, it sensed that it cleaned the entire area. When you hear that jingle, you're like, my floors are clean.
Yes.
And what you're gonna do then is it's gonna go back. Right now it's looking for its base, so you can see it will always send its back. There is no base, so then it will stop here. But it's never gonna mar your walls, it's never gonna mar your baseboards. And she stopped. I'm telling you. Sometimes I just wish my kids would listen to me as well as she does. So, and the reason it's quieter is though, we went in there and we closed the air gaps to make it quieter, but then that in turn gave us up to 59% better suction power.
That's wild.
I mean, 59%, that's incredible.
A lot.
And remember, you can either push the button as you see here, and it's gonna go and clean again as many times as I want it, never complains, never says I'm tired, or as we have down here, Ricky Bobby, I'm gonna hit vacuum everywhere from across the studio, from across the state, from across the country, from across the world. It's gonna go out and clean. And I'm gonna come home to, you know, for this price, it is the same as getting somebody to come and just do your floors one time.
You know what? It's a great point. That is so true. You're
And
getting the carpets cleaned or whatever it might be. Yeah.
You're gonna get it every single day, as many times as you want. Again, it never gets tired, never complains.
How about it? People are ordering more than one, Rebecca. They know the value. It's kind of smart. Because like you said, or have one, and obviously they're getting another one if you have 2 floors or 3 floors, because that's the only thing. It's gonna read the one area, main area.
Well, actually, it reads any area. So my daughter will actually take ours, bring it up to her room, and she's such a pig, she shuts the door, so it'll just... But you could, but I like to have one upstairs and downstairs because it does it, and I'm not bringing it up, down. It's lighter than ever before, so if that's something you are interested in, do know it's not heavy, it's light. But if you can, I have 2. I have one upstairs and downstairs, and I feel so incredibly blessed.
Oh, yeah, because it's always going to be as clean, better than you can do yourself.
It is.
It really is.
I pride myself in how clean I am, and I would watch and I would see how it got all of the dirt and the debris up. My favorite thing is I have the dark wood floors, and as you're coming into my front door, there's light, so you can see all the way down the hall. You could see the tumbleweed of dog hair. I don't see that anymore. What would happen? I'd come home after a long day of work, I'd see the hair and be like, oh, I gotta vacuum.
Yeah.
I gotta get to the vacuuming. I couldn't relax. Now, it's like I have a cleaner every single day.
So good.
Come in and vacuum.
That's so good.
And it takes a while to train your brain.
Yeah.
It really does. You think it for a while, oh, I gotta go vacuum. No, I don't. I don't have to vacuum.
It's done for me, and everything's never looked so good before, right? And I love that we're showing this display too, because it could be high pile carpet, it can be tile, it could be hardwood, it could be whatever it is, that you might have marble. It's going to be, it's safe, right?
It could be cement. I mean, literally anything you have, it's safe. We have an integrated brush roll underneath, so they're like, it's almost like a silicone brush roll, and then we have the bristles. We did that because we wanted, it almost acts like the silicone almost acts like a beater brush, so it brings in and almost pulls up the debris from high pile carpets, and then the bristles bring in from the hardwood floors like you're seeing there.
Gotcha.
So we integrated so you have best of both worlds in one brush.
But you don't have to do anything. That's what I love. It doesn't have okay, you're on carpet now, better change to carpet mode.
Remember those dials we used to have to do?
Yes. It does it all for you.
It constantly is reading its surroundings. It's not mapping your house, it's mapping its clean, it's realizing where it was before, and then it will go back if it gets either tired or it realizes its bin is full. It will go back, recharge, and it will clean its bin and then resume right where it left off. That's the soft touch bumper that you're seeing there. You see how it follows it, but then it's going to give you the clean line, so back and forth.
So it gives you vacuum lines.
It does. It gives you the vacuum lines. And the other thing that I wanted to point out too is before, do you know how it used to kind of go in a random, kind of haphazard pattern? Now we wanted to give you those clean, they didn't have to do that, because even when it was that haphazard all the way around, you'd say, oh, it missed something, and then it would always get it.
It would go back, right.
But they knew we wanted that peace of mind of watching it, so they went and created that.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how mine was. And I was like, there's no rhyme or reason.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, exactly.
This is giving you those clean. And now let's see what it was able to do while we sit here. And we really wanted to show you everything that it's going to get up. You're never going to have to do what I'm doing. Remember that. But this is easy to, it's also very large. I love that. And here's something else. Remember the old bins that you'd have to get from the side?
Yes.
Again,
you'd open it from the,
Exactly. You're never going to have to ever do this, but I love that it opens up so easily.
Great.
And everything's inside. Now Ricky Bobby's only been out for a few minutes.
Ricky Bobby's
busy. But I love amazing job. In those few minutes, look at the sand, look at the hair, it could be glitter, it can be the finest debris, it could be the largest debris, it's going to get it all.
And that's amazing. And it's doing all the work for you. And it's even going to tell Rebecca that, oh no, you put the thing back in.
Do you want to do it again?
Yeah.
I love this because I appreciate it, because I'm not somebody, if I have to go in search with technology, I'll just let it go and be like, okay, I'll do that later.
Reinstall the bin, then press clean.
Reinstall the bin and then press.
And do you hear how loud and clear that is? So if you know of somebody that might have, if they don't hear as well, then they still know what's going on because it's so clear and concise. So I put the bin in, I press clean, it's going to do exactly as it said.
So if you're just tuning in, this, who is this again?
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Was that the race car driver?
Yeah,
Ricky Bobby, yeah. Well, if Rebecca didn't do that, Otherwise, it would go right back to its docking station.
Right.
It would clean itself. If it needed more battery juice, it would power itself.
It would power itself.
You're not doing anything.
Nothing.
You don't have to plug anything in. You don't have to charge anything.
Nope. You can use the app, but you don't have to use the app. I mean, it really is however you want to customize your comfort at home. Just know, whether you're using the app or not, you're getting all of the same benefits, which I think is really important. Which means it's going to go out and clean for up to 2 hours. It's going to bring itself back, and then you're going to hear this. I'm over here by Lucy. This one's
And that's
Lucy.
the only thing you plug in.
This is it.
It's the main unit.
Yeah.
That's it.
So the unit comes to you, and it's already put together. In fact, that the high efficiency filter is already inside. I mean,
It's already installed?
Yeah, it's already installed.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, it's easy.
I love
You
it.
just slip it in. You're seeing that edge sweeping brush really does make a huge difference. It goes out about 2 inches past the actual unit. That's what gets into corners. That's what gets into the nooks and crannies and the crevices. And that's the clean lines I was telling you about. It actually goes into a pattern. The brush roll is going to get everything from large debris to low debris, and that's cleaning itself. So when you hear this, it's doing just what you saw. All of it's coming from the bin, which is here, into the bag, which is in-housed here. You go at least 2 months without having to even think about throwing a bin away. The entire process to put in a new bag, the whole thing takes 10 seconds. I'd be like, it's out, in.
Yeah, and yours
then you're
lasts
set to
about
go again.
3 to 4 months.
For me, with 2 dogs and 3 daughters, I just changed mine, and I have had mine 5 months. But what I've noticed is, because I schedule my clean, there's less for it to clean. Does that make sense? It's constantly kind of maintaining.
Yes, yes.
So that's why I think it lasts a little bit
That's
longer
pretty,
as well.
that's amazing. Okay, it's our best value of the day. I know we're going to be putting a clock up on the screen. This is exactly how it's going to come home to you. This is exactly, all you do is plug it in. It reads your room. It's like magic. It does all the work for you. So, and don't be intimidated, but one thing I do want to stress, the value. Rebecca, $199, that's 50% off. It's HSN. I thought it was shipping and handling. No, it's free shipping. Normally it's like $17 or something like that. So free shipping on today, and an opportunity to get it home basically for $40. And then you're putting a fifth of the price on it, but you have that 30-day money-back guarantee. If it doesn't, like, if you don't say, okay, those girls were right.
I know.
Like, this is the best thing I ever purchased from HSN.
And I could tell you how much I love it that it smiles, but please read the reviews, because people are just as passionate as I am. And I love that this is what you're gonna do too. So you're gonna get it home, you're gonna love the clean that you're getting, but the first time that you think, oh, I need to vacuum, I spilled something, and you hit clean, and it goes in vacuums, well, you're binge watching your favorite show. Maybe you're gonna get a workout in. For me, I love naps. I'm a napper. Nap, listen how quiet that is. You can nap with this.
So if I spilled something and it's not on its clean cycle, and I just went and pushed it and said clean, it's gonna sense where it is? It's gonna know?
It's gonna sense. So I actually have the app on my floor. It will go out and clean the entire area. We'll go out and clean exactly for up to 2 hours and bring itself back. So I have the app on my phone. So if there's a spill or I notice something, I can actually hit clean on the app, and it will go and clean. And I didn't even have to get up from the couch. If you want to hit the clean button on the actual unit, it can do that as well. You're seeing the leg follow. If you're worried that it's not going to get underneath the bar stool legs, or it's not going to get under the table legs, we even have that covered. That 2 inches with that edge sweeping brush goes up and under even the legs. So when I say, and I did not believe that it would clean better than I do, but it does, because it gets to areas that I either can't, or that I'll just say I'll do that next time, because it's hard to push the heavy furniture.
And the big one under the bed, you know, and it seems like that just accumulates so much hair and dust. And
I mean, I'm just saying, like, when I was doing that, when I had that and was only able to clean it every, you know, even if it was once a week, there were tumbleweeds there. I was sneezing a lot more. The fact that it's getting rid of that dust and dirt, I loved it. That's my own personal story, but I noticed that if you have that underneath your bed, but you can see he never gets tired. Now, this is Rosie, actually, so she never gets tired. And she's gonna go and she's gonna clean, and then she'll send herself home, and then she's gonna clean herself, which to me, it really truly is like you having a dishwasher that puts the dishes away, or a dryer that puts the clothes away.
100%. And the original Roomba, I mean, it was such a genius, right? But then, you know, you'd have to empty it out. When it got full, it would tell you when it was full. This is doing all of that. And like you said, in comparison, Rebecca, it's amazing to think that this technology of self-cleaning, you just launched a couple of years ago.
Right.
But it launched at over $500.
$550, and then
So
we had it at $150 off, I think it was. And now to have it at this entry-level price is out, and this is the lowest it's ever been sold. This price is the lowest we've ever had anywhere in the market, not just HSN. I mean, this is an unheard of price.
It really, I think Bobby over there, Ricky Bobby.
Did you hear Ricky Bobby's cleaning it?
He's cleaning.
Do you know that I didn't even hear it because I'm so used to it that you just don't even miss it? Yeah, it cleans itself.
It's so funny. It is the coolest thing, and I'm so happy for everyone. Again, Mother's Day, or just treat yourself or someone that you love. They'll be thanking you for years and years to come.
Yeah, and
it's
this
fabulous.
is brilliant, right?
Yeah.
Just remember, it's brilliant, but it's technology you can have fun with.
Yes.
Hit that button and clean.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. That's the beauty.
I love it.
We adore you.
Thank you,
my friend.
Thank you so much.
I know Colleen is coming up next, and I know she has a wonderful afternoon in store for you. If you want to, take a minute out, you can go to hsn.com and check out our Roombas. But this, the best on the day, no doubt about that. Enjoy. Bye-bye, everyone.